And Kido getting revenge, as we might expect, flicking Chua to the back of the court. Lost. You know, they may be regretting angering their opponents from Puchong now. And again, Wood as well. Take that.
You don't want to be angering Olympic medalists because they have a good few things they can do. So fine love. Really hammering the point home here.
And unfortunately, Chua and Woon are on their own in this game, because if they lose it, they won't get the chance to talk to their experienced coach Tan Boon Hyung to help them out.
Yep, that's right.
That one's gone long, and they're really struggling now. They need to come up with something here. Just been flicked again.
And again in the third game, Agrippina and Kido are just sub-10, 7 unforced errors all the way, 22 to Chuan Woon. Locked up their game, and they just sting when they need to sting. And that is that sting. It's the scorpion sting.
Yes.
Off 7-0, 7-love. Just wait, and then the tail comes up there. And I think on this,
well, it's disappointing to see this third game.
Well, we might see our first 11 love. We haven't seen one yet. There's a chance. Have I just jinxed it? Maybe. No, not yet.
Certainly the Puchong players have every bit of motivation to bury their opponents.
Yep, this is the most consecutive points won so far. They're 2 points away from a perfect game. And there's I don't think Chua's ever going to flick serve anyone ever again.
He started so delightfully, and unfortunately
this is it.
Reaping the whirlwind, as they say.
So we have 10 game points, match points, sorry, plus the chance at a first ever 11 love. No! It just won't turn up in the Kopiko Purple League. We've had 3 chances at an 11 love. We just haven't got one.
Credit to Chua and Woon for preventing the whitewash.
Yeah.
Can they get some respectability back in this game? It's
I don't know. It's not
inconceivable they could win it, but
statistically likely.
Oh my word! Fantastic way to finish the match.
What a shot!
Beautiful, beautiful doubles from the Puchong players.
I got a scream and a cheer from everyone here at the Sports Arena Sentosa, because incredible match. Look at this shot. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, we were talking about how the Indonesian players like to play some skillful shots, and that is just utterly
incredible.
Impressive performance from the Puchong players. Absolute joy to watch.
You just saw the one finger go up because they managed to concede just 1 point in 4 minutes. Look at that, 17 minutes it took in the end. 10-11, well, 11-10, 11-6, 11-1. Well done. And this is just, I said, all in all, 7 unforced errors throughout the entire game. Not bad. Let's hear what they have to say. They're on court with JD.
All right, down here with the guys who just picked up yet another 3 games for Puchong United. What a match, Marcus. Set pertama, very, very close. Then it just changed. Apa berlaku? Strategi tukar ke apa?
Ya, set pertama saya kaget ya. Dia servis bagus. Ya, di set kedua udah bisa pegang permainan. Ketiga saya balas lah gantian.
Okay, now, that final 2 sets. Is that the best you played? I think it's the best you played in the Kopiko Purple League. How happy are you to pick up these 3 points for your team?
Because I just first time patang udah I give to the team 3-0. So happy for the boss for 3-0. Then more confident, that's all.
Congratulations, the boss is very happy. The Puchong United BC, back to you in the commentary box.
3-0 is the way you want to win. And this really is the way you want to win. After being just sneaked out, the youthful humor of Chua and Woon in the beginning to get those 4 points. After that, it was literally just one-way traffic.
It was all one way, yes. They baited the dragon and ended up getting really badly burned. We saw the
Pride.
Puchong pair absolutely devastating in the last game in particular, not giving any openings to their opponents and finishing it with a just extraordinary shot.
Now, if we look at how they did it, well, they have these flick serves. And look at that. That's immediate attacking shot. It's already causing problems. And then right down the middle. No, he's going to drop. This was that exquisite drop shot. Yeah, that was.
It looked like a smash, but just flew like a drop and
really well done. And there you go. That is, again, off 50 points. The best we've seen so far. Happy Sashim also did it. 7 unforced errors of 50 points. Total dominance.
Yeah, and only two smash winners from the Puchong pairing, which is interesting. It shows that they were really putting their opponents off guard and leading to a lot of drop shots, finding the gaps. Just shows how much quality was in that Puchong doubles pairing.
So we move on. It's a straight 3-love for Puchong. After losing that second match 3-1 to Yang Lilian. And look how powerful Kepong are in this. Andrea Distia and Vita Marissa, that is an international quality pairing. They are so good at mixed doubles. Everybody is about to get a lesson how it goes. And the people that have to deal with that, Wong Fai Yin and Lai Pei Jing.
Doubles for Puchong United BC, Wong Fai Yin and Lai Pei Jing.
Wong Fai Yin and Lai Pei Jing came out on Thursday. They beat Hun Tien Hao and Cha Ye Si in a match, to be honest, that never really got into any rhythm. But they came through 3-1, 11-9, 10-11, 11-9, 11-8. That was a 41-minute match. But I promise you, that's not what's going to be happening here. I have watched Andrea Distia and Vita Marissa on countless occasions, and you will not find a better mixed doubles pairing anywhere. Before we get to them, let's get to the managers. They're on court before this match 4 with JD.
All right, with the managers once again before the start of this match, Samuel Nissan from Kepong BC. You switched Andre's partner back to Vita. Were you happy with his last performance with Mei Chili, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, how was it?
Yeah, his last performance with Mei Chili, that was really good. Really, we expected that from a Chinese player. We know the quality they have, but this time, I decided against Puchong that, even that may not be enough. I wanted to bring in the former world #1 here, Vita Marissa, and, hopefully we are looking for a big win here.
I like that very much. All right, over to Irina right now from Puchong United. If there be anything you want to see improved from your doubles pair right now, what would it be?
We're quite happy with the performance of our mixed double during last tie. Only things we want to improve of their cooperation and communication inside the game between each other.
All right, so it's all about communication. Back to you in the Ivor Court commentary box. Let's check out this match.
Well, I'm not one to mince words, and I'm also not one to argue with the managers, but how can you really be happy with a mixed doubles pairing if you have to work on their communication? Maybe it's the finest of margins that Irina is talking about. But I'll tell you one thing, Wong Fei Yin and Pei Jing here, this is not the same as the scratch pairing of Hun Tien Hao and Xiao that they faced on Thursday. While Wong does have a decent smash, Vita Marissa, former world #1, has played with Andrea Distia before, and I said they are an absolutely killer combination. So this is going to be a real test for Puchong, and the tie could, well, be tied up. This is how close it is. It's 7-4 to Puchong right now. If this goes according to plan, it should be 7-7 at the end of it. You can be guaranteed that Vita Marissa will be taking up solid concrete position at the net. Andrea Distia will be rotating around her. A lot of smashes coming in from his game this time. Vita Marissa currently ranked 34, 33 years old now, but it's been to the top and back. And these are the player profiles so far. Vita Marissa was off at other tournaments. The Granola International Challenge in Bangkok was the tournament that was played this week. A lot of players have been at.
Puchong United BC, represented by Wong Fai Yin and Lai Pei-jing. And on my left, Kepong BC, represented by Andre Adistia and Vita Marisa.
Looks like Stephen Ong in the
Kepong
umpiring
BC to
chair.
serve, Vita
Raja Shah.
Marisa to Wong Fai Yin. Love all, play. Service over.
Yeah, just a little bit high on the serve.
One.
Wong
love.
able just to punch it into the corner.
Well, I'd be surprised if they did manage to get a run of points against Adistia and Marisa. That's nicely nicked.
Service over.
Adistia giving as good
One.
as Wong
all.
on the previous point, finding the corner.
And Tan Budihyung won't have to tell either of these players what to do.
Service over.
Tan Budihyung was not known for mixed doubles playing, of course, but he
2-1.
would have been well aware of these names. And it's, oh, well, that's just let Vita Marisa down. But as I said,
3-1.
she is taking up position at the net and Adistia at the back. And that's how I'm sure this match is going to play out.
Service over. 2-3.
Now, if Wong and Beijing can keep this unforced error count down, they may have a chance here.
Well, they have the benefit of quite a successful partnering in the Kopiko Purple League so far. And they'll be hoping that that familiarity will help them around the court.
3-all.
Become a very strong pairing from Kepong.
Extremely strong. 3-all now. And just a
Service
couple of
over.
errors creeping in. Now remember, Vita Marisa's only played one
4-3.
match. Maybe that could be it. So far, Lai Pei-jing hasn't had much to do.
That was a
Well, the drop
chance to
shot doesn't
attack,
work either.
but
5.
electing to
3.
drop. You sense that Adistia is not looking comfortable yet in this
Not
match.
yet. Not yet. And there's that smash from Wong I was talking about. It's good enough. Oh, a bit of miscommunication there, but back on track.
4-5.
Stamping her foot because she could have done better with that one. She wasn't under so much pressure. Neither side really letting the shuttle fly yet. There's still a sense that they're warming up their big guns. Oh, a quick return just
Nice pressure at the net. This is a very good performance from Wong and Lai so far.
4.
They are using the fact that Marisa and Adistia are taking a little bit too long to warm up. We've said it countless times before, but the players never listen. You can't warm up this long in an 11-point game. And with that error, 7-4. This is a perfect chance for Wong to start exerting his smash from the back.
That's landed in, yes.
Yep, that's the kind of
Serving
shot
point
you
in
can
the corner.
expect from Vita Marisa.
5-7.
excellent judgment there. And actually, well disguised too.
Yeah. She can hit pretty much any shot to any distance from the net.
And it's that
6-7.
It's just that split second of disguise that gets a small advantage, which is so crucial in these close ties.
But one of those
Service
crucial
over.
points goes back to Wong and Lai.
8-6.
I can tell you one thing, Puchong United would be very, very happy if they could even sneak one game back from this match. Samuel Nason will want a 3-0 victory from here. He'll want another 3-0 victory from the next match from Chong Wei Feng for certain. And that could give them, well, not the plus 12 that they need to catch up with Puchong and equal second, but at least keep pressure on the top two.
So the Kepong players now starting to pull up to Wong and Lai.
Yeah, looks like they have at least found their range. That one's out as well, so
9,
shifts back.
8.
Now, if this is a clear 3-love, the next is as well, and Tan Boon Hyung comes in with the one, then, well, then we are talking 18.
Service over. 9 all.
So if Kepong, if I'm right, if Kepong wins everything from here on, 3-love, 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 it should be 22-7.
Just
over.
No, it wouldn't.
buried by
Sorry.
Adistia there.
10.
Wong
Game point.
trying the
9.
flick serve. Quite risky as the male server because you're standing a bit further behind, so there's a little bit more time.
Yep.
And Adistia just finishing it in the corner. And oh,
Game.
To the face.
wow.
To the face. They may have taken a while to warm up.
I think that racket string has gone from Adistia. He threw his racket away there. A little bit fortunate, I feel, because if it hadn't actually hit the player, so on its way out, it looked like.
Yes, that's true. Was definitely on its way out. Maybe it was aimed at the player. Still, they take the first game 11-9. A little bit slow to warm up, but class chose in the end. So, as I was saying before, if Kepong could win everything from here, then it would be 13-7, which wouldn't give them second place for sure. It would definitely... Oh, hold on, it might actually, because Puchong themselves would have a negative game deficit. All these calculations and the full results table will have you at the end of day's play. Remember, this is the first of 2 days for match day 7. 3 matches played here at the Sports Arena Sentosa, Saturdays and Sundays. This morning at 10 a.m. saw an incredible result. 13-10 over Cheras for Bangsa Hawks, who are right at the bottom of the table. So good to see them come through the win. They really have been the whipping boys of the tournament so far.
Okay, player, ready.
Our umpire Raja Sharp gets us underway.
Play.
Of course, these doubles players from Puchong have enough experience and skills to take a game from their opponents, but they really...
Yeah, now
I
we're
feel
seeing...
it has to be the second game to get back into the tie, because the longer it goes on, the more comfortable the Kepong players will start to look. It's gone long.
That is a bit too much sting on it.
Adistia really hammering it. He's motivated to get 3 points for his manager and no doubt for his coach stroke teammate Tan Boon Hyung.
So, another lapse of concentration at the beginning of the second game. And it's 2 apiece. As expected.
Now finding an unplayable corner of the court.
Yeah, if you leave these places open,
3-2.
you will definitely get killed. That was well read from within the court.
4-2.
Usually read at the baselines.
It's too powerful from Distia when getting the chance to attack. Just targeting Lai Beijing at the moment. Oh, my word. Now, that serve is difficult to pull off. Not always a favorite of top players to try that corner, but they found it perfectly. And Aditya just giving a little nod of respect to Lai Beijing for finding the corner.
And that's good work from Beijing. She's been a little bit more quiet in this match. The net has been owned by Vita Marissa pretty much.
7-3.
Wong just tempted into a rather soft push or smash that you just sense Aditya was waiting for. He just cleverly pushed it into the empty court.
Service over. 4-8.
So
9-4.
9-4, much easier game for Marissa and Aditya. 4 minutes,
Service over.
but a chance here for Wong and Lai.
5-9.
It's not looking likely that they're going to pull a game back, but you never know.
At the moment, they're really being, and well, error to give the game point, but I was going to say that they're being outfoxed by their opponents. They're just not finding any way to pressure them.
It's not the power game that's coming from the Kepong pairing. It's the strategic game. And look at that covering.
Yes, that's the
very nice.
Good understanding from Marissa and Distia to take the second game.
11-5.
As you say, Marissa, good position to cover her opponent with a great save.
Yep.
And
then she moves forward. So that rotation we were talking about, if you look at it there, that's exactly what she did. It's almost a full rotation around her opponent. And at the reverse of it, at the back end of it, it was to pick up the point. She was ready to kill off the point at the front as well.
I feel Wong will be disappointed with his attacking play in this game. He has not been penetrating enough on his chances to smash. He needs to find a way through and really target the weaker player of the two Kepong doubles partners. But at this point in time, I'm not sure if it's wiser to go and attack Marissa or Aditya. Both are defending extremely well.
Exactly what I was going to say. There isn't really a weaker player. There is a weakness within the Kepong side in that they have warmed up, taken a little bit longer to warm up. And Top Mo's not just brought his drums today, he's actually got himself a klaxon.
We might see him in the coach's corner later on.
He might need it to be bigger than that, but he's got a lot of support around him anyway. So, 2 games up. Everything on course for Kepong in this tie so far. He took a few looks at that, but hasn't been wrong yet. Aditya and Marissa on sub-10 unforced errors into the third game. They're at 9 at the moment. Wong and Lai at 11. So all in all, very tight game, but it's just outboxing.
Wong is not having a happy time at the moment.
As you can see there, his racket was ready for something a little bit harder. And there, finally, he manages to get something to the feet.
1-2.
Is what he was looking for. They were involved, Wong and Lai, in a very long and lengthy and, to be honest, not that spectacular a match on Thursday. That was with Hun Tian Hao.
You see that shot from Aditya. That was interesting. He plays it to a place where you think, why is he putting it there? And then you see immediately Wong couldn't get any power on the return.
Yeah.
And Marisa was so quick to attack it.
Now that was a good piece of space they found, but it was more down to just lethargic movement for once.
Very quick and powerful from Marisa at the net. Straight onto it. And a chance for Wong to get a racket on it.
Service over. 3-4.
So another chance for Wong and Lai, but that's really all it is. It's just a chance. They've got to not just break into a scoring pattern, they've got to keep that up. Well, there's a point. So that draws it. Level at 4 apiece. But this is what I was talking about. Can they now move from here into a nice lead?
On a few occasions, Aditya has just pushed his attacking shots long.
There's been a couple too many times where he's done that, and that's taken their unforced errors up to 13 all.
Service over.
It's gone long, it's gone long. Puchong players too quick
Yep,
to cheer. Quite disappointed there as it was a chance.
it was. That's what I said. It was exactly a chance, and you need to really start building points because these two look like they're warming up now.
Yeah, there's a lack of sharpness on the Puchong side at the moment. Not really. Still not really in this match. They are a step behind their opponents.
Service over.
Wow,
6-all.
uncharacteristic missed net tumble there. And that's given another chance. 6 all. Finally, Wong gets to open up with the smash from the baseline, and it works well for him.
Well, he attacked Aditya on this occasion and electing to go for the more direct route. Straight at him, straight down the line. Fastest way to get the shuttle to ground.
Well, that was
a poor shot.
beautiful flick.
Yeah, a poor shot from Lai. She just gifted it really to Vita at the net. Just deadly.
So, tougher game now for the Kepong pairing. These two Indonesian import players who have been all charged, all the import stars that have come in. There's one of them, Kenichi Tago. He's currently absolute clean sheet. 3-love, 3-love, if I'm right. He hasn't lost the game yet.
He's been very solid and professional, yes, and
So
big favourite with all the fans here
yeah, that's right.
in Malaysia. Looks like we'll see him in action later on tonight.
But all of these imported stars have been brought in with one main goal and target, which is to deliver 3-0 wins. And on the larger part of it, they have been a couple of games they've dropped at times. Chong Wei Feng will be on after this. He'll be looking to avenge the game that he dropped. But now, this is a very good chance for Wong and Lai to sneak a game back themselves. That's just a beautiful passage of play. It's unlucky.
Wow.
They gave their best in that.
Neither side willing to yield anything.
They really did push it to the max.
It's just there that Wong got caught a little bit on the right-hand side of the court, and then Distia quick enough to change over, and you see him just willing it to land before Wong could get a racket on it.
So
you see how much it means to him.
9-8. In terms of clear winners, 10-4. That's what's made the difference. Exactly tied on unforced errors. At 15 each. Both pairs have made 5 per game. That's the acceptable amount, as we've heard from Kepong manager Samuel Nason, who's joined us in the commentary box on occasion. He's been busy recently.
Play.
Well, how important was that point? 10-8 or 9-all.
Delightful shot. Actually, Lai has been very active at the
Yep.
net and almost carrying Team Puchong in this third game.
He's done it well.
Not willing to give up yet.
So could we see a game, an unexpected game one? No, it's an error, and she's so upset with herself.
And that can sometimes happen in mixed doubles if there's the enthusiasm to get on to everything, but often the front player has to make a decision. Do I try and reach for it and then risk a bad shot, or do I just wait and let my partner take care of it? On that occasion, wrong decision by Lai. Can't fault her effort. Oh, well played, Lai Pei-Shing. She was under pressure from Adistia, smashing twice. Kept her cool superbly and straight in to kill it.
Yep, and this now is exactly what Puchong United were looking for when facing such a strong partnership as Adistia and Marissa. They just want to get one game back that could change this tie. Expected to lose, really, 3-0, and the same way the Kepong pair expected to win 3-0. So key point, double game point, and finished.
That is the match.
Finished well.
Well, no fairy tale for the Puchong players on that occasion. Lai Pei-Shing not giving an inch, getting her team back into the match, but in the end,
Match won by
great push from
Kepong
Marisa at a
BC,
crucial point in the
11-9,
match.
11-5,
So it's
And
looking
Adistia
like
finishes off.
It's looking like both clubs are going to have to wait for another match day as we look at confirmation of that score. 11-9, 11-5, 11-10. Let's find out what Adistia and Marisa thought of that match. They're on court with JD.
All right, we're down here with the winners of the mixed doubles match. Vita, welcome back. Now, why do you think, because the partnership looks great, why do you think your partnership with Andre is so good? What makes this partnership so strong?
Yeah, because he's still young first, and then he's really hard and really fast for me. Yeah.
All right, now the thing is for you, Andre, this was, you look very comfortable, very happy with this, but the thing is, Kepong needs to score at least 12 games over Puchong United to go all the way up to the top. Was there a lot of pressure to win, to get the points?
No, I just try my best, and I only gave 3 points for the team.
Good game though. Congratulations, Kepong BC winners.
3
Back to you
points
now,
in the
Court
bag.
commentary box. We are heading to.
And it really was a question of warming up a bit slow for the Kepong players, but good play in the end by both Wong and Lai. You can see that the confidence that's been instilled in them by their management, they tried their best, certainly, and they kept their unforced errors equal, on par, 16, about 5 a game in the end, so it was just a question of shots.
Yes, and really not much to distinguish between the two Kepong players who were both playing well together as a team,
11-9,
winning a lot of shots.
11-5,
But for me, the
11-10.
standout player in the tie was Lai, who gave a great account to keep her team in the match, but just couldn't get a game.
Yeah, and
in the end.
if we just look here, this is a classic example of what I was talking about, rotation. You can see them, they're just both rotating around each other throughout each of the point, and when one player's at the front, they'll take the net, and then one at the back, they'll take the longer shots. Very good total of unforced errors in the end from Adistia and Marisa, considering they had to warm up, dominated the net, and came out through in the smash winners as well. So they have done exactly what needed to be done, but as I was saying beforehand, as we look at Lim Chu-sian, just possibly thinking about her game, this is not the match day that Kepong or Puchong would have wanted. At 7 apiece, tied in the 4th match, their games difference is going to be plus nothing, a zero-sum gain, so they're going to be looking to pick on some other smaller clubs later on to attack Moa City. This is going to be an interesting men's singles. Thanonsak Sambunsuk, one of the the Thai import players, had, well, a game which he won 3-1 last time out, but it was fraught with unforced errors. And Chong Wei Feng, the national #2, he'll be expected to deliver a better match than he did last time. He was a little bit, shall we say, under par, but we'll find out about those two in a minute as we get down on court. The manager's just about ready to talk to JD.
All right, down here with the managers once again before the start of the match. Samuel from Kepong BC, Wei Feng is playing great. 3 matches unbeaten on a scale of 1 to 10. In your opinion, where is he right now? How would you rate his performances so far?
Realistically, I think it's based on form and the way it's been going here. I think it's about 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10?
Yes.
I like that. Maybe it can be improved even further. Now over to Irina Inazemtseva from Puchong United. For Thanonsak, he's playing someone in form today. Do you consider today to be his toughest challenge yet in the Kopiko Purple League?
Indeed. So, but it was to watching. So enjoy the game. It will be a thrilling.
I like that. Back to you in the Ivory Court commentary box.
Well, I think that's all she could have said for that, and I do actually disagree. Chong Wei Feng has not been in the best of form. That last game that we saw, he was definitely under par. Still came through 3-1. He said he was happy with his performance at the end of it, but what we're expecting to see here in his third match is a replica of his first match when he stepped on court and literally dominated with sub-10 unforced errors and a 3-game victory.
Yeah, let's see what happens, because against Derek Wong Jilang, Chong Wei-Feng was just unstoppable, but then it was a much more muted performance.
Much more muted, that's
against
exactly
Sayawal.
the word,
But
we shall
against
see.
Sayawal, he still came through at 3-love.
Well, he's
3-1, sorry.
Yeah, he's good enough being national number 2 to do that, but he would have definitely been expected to not drop a game. Now, Tanonsak, he's just back from the Granola International Challenge in Bangkok. A lot of unforced errors creeped into his game, but as he said in his post-match interview, he was just getting used to everything, and he was quite happy with the fact he could still walk away with a 3-1. This, as Irina Inetsepsova just said, is going to be an extremely thrilling match.
A thrilling match,
and
yes.
Tied at 7 apiece. This is also going to be one that possibly decides the tie, with Tan Boon Hyung and Aoya Han coming up against, well, a much lesser ranked and experienced pair in the 6th match. This could be the one that changes it. Rajat Shah in the umpire chair and Ian Spear in the service judge area.
Yes, and both players are up in similar positions in the world rankings, but you see that Wei-Feng has recently had some momentum in his form. I wonder if he can bring that today, but again, interesting contrast of styles. Wei-Feng able to move and anticipate very quickly, and more solid, compact style of Tang On Sak should make for a great matchup here.
Represented by Tan On Sak and Samun Sok. Kepong BC to serve. Love all. Play.
And straight away, Tang On Sak trying to pressure Wei-Feng with a fast jab, but didn't pay off on that occasion. Look at that tight net shot.
Service over. 1-all.
So immediately, Chong Wei-Feng going for the stinging returns. And those are some of the errors I was talking about that were creeping into his last game. Still came through, but that was against much less opposition. If he keeps making errors like that, Wei-Feng should be able to pick him off.
Quite an astonishing pair of shoes that Wei-Feng is sporting this evening.
They got a special shot of their own when he was walking out on court. That might be the difference.
So Wei-Feng responding to the pressure of Tang On Sak comfortably in these early exchanges. He looks really sharp and lively today.
Yeah. Such contrast to the last game we watched from him.
6-1.
He takes a 5-point lead the first game. Those are the most startling sneakers / sports footwear I've ever seen. There's no stat for that yet. we definitely can't check it out, but
2-6.
maybe it is putting him off a little bit. 2-6. Let's see what Tan On Sak can do.
Cross-court drive. Well played, Tang On Sak. He really pressured Chong on his back, Chong Wei-Feng on his backhand side, and then he just stepped forward with a...
It's always going to be a difficult backhand clear from there.
He stepped forward to lift in the same area, and Wei-Feng making the error. Very powerful from Tang On Sak. Straight at the back of the court, almost on the baseline. Just great timing.
Yeah, it was that shot that wasn't working for him in his second game. Netted a few of them. As I said, much lesser ranked opposition then.
It's interesting, the style and strategy of Tang Sek. He is really pushing and jabbing and trying to pressure with quick mid-court shots against Chong Wei-Feng. I wonder if they have talked about that as a weakness of their opponent, but so far Chong Wei-Feng coming through relatively well.
Well, he has
Oh dear.
a few unforced errors.
Very rare to see errors on serve like that at this level in the game, but it does happen.
That's the exact kind of error that he was making in the last game. Really easy shots. Both players won 3-1 last time out. Both players said they were happy enough with their performance. Both managers would have wanted more.
Just some blistering exchanges of pace from the mid-court area. Both players not really trying to give an inch. Softer attack from Tang Sek. And again.
And it works.
7-all.
He did follow up well to stay in position at the net. Feng just making the error. Of course, both left-handed players. Chong Wei-Feng was just hovering at the net there, so Tang Sek may have felt under pressure to get very tight on the net shot and ended up not getting over.
So Kajang and Petaling coming up after this in terms of the ties for match day 7. But right in the middle of a, so far, absolute zero-sum game. 7 games apiece. And now Kepong edge ahead.
Yes, both players just playing that pressuring, jabbing type shot. It's a good way to attack without using the energy of a smash. There, Chong Wei-Feng lets rip his first major smash attack of the game.
And he gets 2 game points for his troubles.
And he had a good chance there. It was a slightly fortunate net shot. Tang Sek had to lift really. Give the chance for a drive.
He's got 2 of them, he needed 1 of them, no court infraction, net infraction.
Well-deserved winning point from Chong Wei-Feng. A very quick net shot, slightly cross court, and he was well in position. Just this one, beautiful, and easy finish.
11-8, he takes that in 7 minutes. And that puts it 8-7 up to Kepong. That's how close it is. As I said, Kepong needed 12 games to catch up and draw level with Puchong, so they were expecting, and they fielded a very strong lineup today, so they were maybe holding and expecting that they could pull off something like that. In the end, it's been a nullified constructive and destructive interference zero-sum game is what it's called. And Chong Wei-Feng would be expected to take this. But really, with Ao Yahan and Tam Moon Hyung coming in afterwards, there's a lot of pressure on Tan Sok with a weaker second men's doubles for Puchong. If he's going to save some credit for Puchong here,
Certainly well played to Chong Wei-Feng. He came through the pressure of Tang On-sak in a number of areas of the court and kept us cool to win the first game. Oh, great flashing push from Feng on his forehand to the backhand of Tang On-sak that just set up the weak return, which he just jumped and drove to ground. So this is what Derek Wong Zhilang found, that Chong Wei-Feng
it
has
is the stronger Chong Wei-Feng.
Yes, he's in good form, he's quick, he's anticipating well, and it's difficult to get past him. Well, nothing seems to be working for Tang On-sak in this second game. He was trying to draw his opponent forward at the net, and when that didn't work, he ended up making the error.
Service over, 1-3.
And so a chance now for Tang On-sak to insert his own angles into this game. That just worked for him. Clipped the net though.
2-3.
Just apologizing for a little bit of luck.
Three all.
Just a little bit short on the lift on the forehand side from Chong Wei-Feng.
And that again, a deep clearance for Chong Wei-Feng to try and pull off. Not easy at all, the backhand clear. And especially from that depth, always a good chance going to clip the net.
Tang On-sak just playing a slower tempo of game here.
Good response from him, definitely.
5-3.
Someone just taking a bit of a rest. Possibly waiting for the Kajang Pataling tie. Good to see though, all the fans turning up at the Sports Arena Sentosa as always. This is the 19th day of action. Since November 25th, we've been playing Kopiko Purple League action 3 days per match day. And this is the first day of match 7. Well, 2 days per match day on the weekends.
Wow, that's an exquisite push shot from Chong Wei-Feng. His wrong footing Tang On-sak to get the initiative in the serve again. Yeah, you
That's
see,
killer.
yeah, I had a feeling when that lift went up that he might regret that shot, and he did. Tang On-sak is very strong when he has the chance to attack cleanly. Almost not really looking to get the shuttle to ground, just as hard as he can get through his opponent's racket.
High level badminton for sure. Oh, and it just doesn't work. It's great to get down.
5-6.
He's a tall guy.
Yes, and that height does give some advantage on the clean attacking situations. More chance to punch to ground.
As I said, a few of these now just creeping in. Nothing really testing coming from Chong Wei-Feng, just players in height.
Still really neck and neck in this match, even though Chong Wei-Feng is one ahead. Not that much between the players.
So couldn't pick that one up again. Now it's
Great
2 or
defense.
3 points from that area of the court that Tanonsak has had trouble lifting.
Tanonsak is just really trying to work that net and get as tight as possible so that Wei Feng has no option but to lift, which he did on that occasion, but great defense from Wei Feng. Wins the point. And more jabbing exchanges.
Yeah, this one.
I think those have been about 50-50 between the players so far.
Well, they both managed
On
to
that
keep
occasion, Tanonsak losing out.
I was about to say both have managed to keep their unforced errors down. Chongwei still on 9. Tanonsak on 11 now. But that's still a very good return from 33 points. That one too much on it.
Tanonsak is just working that net. He's just planted in the middle of the court, just tempting Wei Feng forward every time, but he just wants to unleash that smash, and Wei Feng was just made a rash lift that was kind of flat, and Tanonsak saw his chance and took it very well.
And there's that backhand clear again, showing how difficult it is to pick up. So Tanonsak playing a decent game here. He's moving it, either trying to play it so close to the net or so close to the baseline.
He's really attacking the net with no margin for error.
Quick shoelace tie. We're hoping that Chong Wei Feng doesn't do that. It might blind all of the people watching. That's great. As you can see, even from that distance, very bright indeed.
9-8.
Well, as we expected, not a lot between these two players. Really intriguing contest so far.
And it would be good for Tanonsak to pick this game up. And it looks like he's going to do it as the unforced errors total. They've now both moved out of 10. They're at 11 each. More importantly, Tanonsak has 2 game points.
He's asking for a wipe down. Why not? This is a crucial point for Tanonsak. This could bring him back into this match.
Well, that was really well done.
Yes.
Clinically finished off.
Excellent smash from Tanonsak. Giving a little shout of power. Wei Feng not able to defend. Strange choice of shot. Didn't really find the length.
Yeah, and that is another game that Chong Wei Feng has conceded in his last 2. Expected to come in with 3-0s. So 3-1 last time. That's definitely going to be a 3-1 if he wins it this time. And that again ties it up on the tie. Absolute zero-sum game between Kepong and Puchong, which means they will stay in exactly the same positions. And more importantly, Moa City has a good chance to extend their lead when it gets to match day 8, which will all be on Saturday. Sorry, I'm absolutely confused there. It's going to be Wednesday next week on the match day. And of course, for full results and schedules and all the matches, and get on to www.purpleleague.com. Been at so many match days, Donald, totally forgot the day for a second. Understandable.
Yes. Well, Wei Feng has got to avoid the traps of Tanonsak, who is trying to tempt him into lifting so that he can unleash his attacking play. It's been quite effective in that second match. Tanonsak, of course, a top player, so we expected a close one.
Yep. With both of these players charged to bring home a 3-0 win Someone had to lose. And right now, it's tied up at 1 apiece.
Oh, just
Nicely killed.
perfect precision on the net play from both players. An absolutely delightful pickup from Tanonsak, quite deep.
Riley was forced to move for that.
Tanonsak also showing he's got something a bit special in the locker. Great curling drop shot.
Yeah.
Difficult angle to take. Might have surprised Wei Feng.
And again, he just